Hi friends, this is Veena from VPN Pages. Welcome to my show, Spark Talk with Dr. Samir Goel. Dr. Samir Goel is a founder chairman of United Global Humane and Literacy Peace Foundation. He's a seasoned teacher, a human rights activist, a journalist, and a writer, writing under pen name of I am Musafir. In the last 4 years, he has written about 11,000 poems in Hindi and English. He holds a position of Education Director at World Aid Organization for Human Rights and Vice President, International Relations with All Indian Reporters Association. He also runs a non-profitable international organization, United Humane and Literacy Peace Foundation, that releases a monthly web magazine named United Global Renaissance. So we welcome you to our show, and you are known as a man with a mission. So we all would like to know what is your mission and about yourself and about your organization.
Thank you so much, Veena, for inviting me, and a very warm hello to everyone who's watching it, actually. And the thing is, Veena, I started as a teacher, and I'm the highest paid teacher for English in my vicinity, actually. And the thing is, I always wanted to do something different in life. Means what others are doing means not to be a part of the crowd. And the thing is, my vision when I speak about is when I see this world, I see a lot of discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, social status, and color and race also. Yeah. And this is what infused me with a feeling. Why not one world, one nation? Why have such a disparity? And that's the reason I started a poetry. Being a poet myself, I started a poetry group at Facebook called My Words are Renaissance. And in an year, in a period of year, we rose to 4,500 plus international poets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I felt was this disparity can be removed only if we strengthen the literary community. The writing
Yes.
fraternity need to be strengthened. And if, because see, the thing is, pen is always mightier than the sword.
Yes. Very
Because
true. Very true.
the thing, yeah, so it had always been in my mind. And then last year, we started United Global Renaissance that hosts the poets around the world. And it's one of the means I really feel proud when I say our magazine is one of the best literary web magazines available. And see, I'm always thankful to the God, because if I hadn't been a poet, I would have been nowhere. So the thing is, we have a mission actually. We keep on doing lots of things for the society. We conduct workshops for the underprivileged sections of the society, awareness campaigns, just as we saw during the COVID times, like distributing masks, sanitizers, and raising awareness among people. It is needed actually. The people who really are underprivileged and deprived, they need to have the privilege of at least being safe, because every life is precious according to me.
Yes.
And when it comes to life, I can never compromise. Means it's like, even if it is feeding stray pups, stray dogs, we do all kinds of works actually. So I was talking about world peace and how we are going to pursue for it. My theory, one world, one nation. isn't cognition to this, because the thing is, in my poetry group, it's not a group actually, it's a family
Family, yes.
where I have sisters, brothers, friends, daughters, sons, and my uncles as well. Means there are people who are much elder to me and
Yes.
respectable to me, and we try to create a harmonious atmosphere, encouraging everyone so
Yes.
that everyone opens up the heart. Because see, the thing is, if we rise above our own selves, then only we can stand for the society, stand for the world as a whole. And
Yes.
this is what, and apart from this, I, in my pipeline, there is a publishing house. I am planning to open up a publishing house on non-profit basis, simply for the sake of supporting the blooming writers, upcoming writers across the entire world. We shall be publishing their books, their poems, their stories, or whatever novels, whatever they write, for the sake of standing as a writer. Because writing is a very noble profession, and if I say, eh, if I wasn't writing, I wouldn't be alive anymore. My words are my life. And I continuously keep on writing, and in last 4 years, approximately 4 years period, I have written more than 11 to 12,000 poems. And I'm really thankful to God for gracing me with this, because I never feel myself short of the words. I always have the thoughts, I always have the words, because poetry is something that needs to come straight from the heart, how we feel,
Exactly.
exhibit our emotions, and that's needed
Thoughts.
actually.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Veena, it's like this 1 year period, I would say 1.5. No, it's approximately, it's more than 1 year. One year,
So
two
you
months to be
started this group,
precise.
you started this family during COVID or much before that?
Pardon me?
You started this family, that's your group. It was before COVID or during COVID? During this pandemic or?
Actually, I had laid foundation of Renaissance in November 2019, but
Okay.
till April 15th, we had only 55 members,
Okay.
and I was just moving around in other groups, neglecting mine, to be
Exactly.
honest. But
No, that
having
happens.
but having but having seen the entire scenario, the way people act, the way the people are running poetry as business,
Yes.
means people are trying to
Yeah,
manipulate
I was when you
others.
said business, I was just about to ask you, like, do you think all the writers are doing justice? Because sometimes writing it becomes less priority of writing and becomes more of business. So, what do you have to say about that? Because these days everything
what
is business.
what I feel is, not for everyone it is business. There are, means you may find, although they may be few actually, but you may still find people who write straight from the heart.
Yes,
For them, writing is not a business. This
exactly.
man who's speaking in front of you is a true heart poet. Means I cannot play with the emotions of the people
Yes,
who put in faith in me.
yes. So, I think we lost the connection. So, you there? Sir, I think
Hello,
there's a net. Hello, can you hear me,
can you
sir?
hear me?
I think you you're glitching. I think we lost him. I'm sure he'll be back. Okay. So, audience, my friends, please stay with us. He'll be back. You know, these days, net issues. So, friends, we are talking to the gentleman who is following who's following his mission, and let's see more. Let's know more about it. What is his mission, and what drives him for this mission? So, we are just waiting for his network to be connected. I think still he's. And all the writers who has a great passion for writing, definitely you can contact Dr. Samir Goel and his group, that's Renaissance. So you can approach him. He's in FB group, my words, Renaissance. So
Hi.
Yogesh is writing. Okay, he's here. He's here. Yes, sir. I think we lost the connection.
Yeah, yeah, I'm here only. So the thing is, Vina, writing can never be business. The ones with
Yes,
the ones who exhibit their emotions, and I really feel, what I say is, I really feel disgusted at times the way I find people running blindly after the
true.
this, what you say,
Making hobbies or
for
writing as
running
a
behind running behind the certificates, means these virtual certificates, although they are good encouragers, but they are not something that can really sustain you like anything, means. And this is what there are many of fraudsters on Facebook who are trying to manipulate these people into that, and these people are allowing themselves to be exploited on this
getting
account.
manipulated. Yes, 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 true.
Yes. See, it is up to us whether we allow somebody to exploit us or not.
True.
And and there are many of them actually who have a severe identity crisis. They fail to acknowledge their talent, in the long run turn out as losers. What to say? Means I feel pity on them actually, because if a person
Yeah,
runs just behind the things, means it's like chasing the illusions.
exactly.
one has to one has to be real in every aspect
Then they have
to
to try.
to
They
be
should try
getting
to
it
bring out the best out of them instead of just.
exactly. Exactly, because see, the thing is, if you are not selfless, how are you going to manage the things? See, if it is like everyone should come on my post and like and comment on it, and I shouldn't go, this doesn't work every time.
Yes,
It may work for once in a while actually, but not
yes,
always.
exactly true. But
This is what the people need to realize. What self do I have if I am encouraging and promoting everyone? This is what they have to understand. I'm not taking anything from anyone if I'm publishing anyone in my magazine. Yes, it's their right. This is what I feel. Yes, because if somebody has written good, it should be read by other people. It should be read by all, in fact. This is what I
in
feel
fact,
like.
every writers they have they should get that chance. They should get that opportunity to be known
Yeah, regarding
for their
regarding
writing, not
regarding
for
this,
not just for the fame. Yes,
yeah,
true.
Yeah. Regarding this, a day before yesterday, I wrote a sonnet also. I'll be reciting that when you asked me to do actually.
Yes. Yes.
See, means it's pathetic state of affairs at the moment. People simply for the sake of what you say, sake of fake fame or quick fame, you say,
Yeah.
they stoop down to any levels, and this is not good. I don't call them poets even. I don't call them writers even. They are not writers. They are not poets. If they're not true to themselves,
True.
one has to be true to oneself in order to rise high in one's eye first, then to rise high in other people's eyes. And this is how it goes. It has to be like this only. Next
So
question,
now,
please.
yes. Okay. You are founder chairman of United Global Humane and Literacy
United
Peace
Global
Foundation.
Humane and Literary Peace Foundation.
Yes.
Yeah.
It releases like monthly web magazines, I believe, and it's a non-profitable organization. Can you tell us more about this?
Yeah, means just as I told earlier also, we do a lot of.
I think Geetanjali ma'am says that you are a gem boy.
Yeah, surely I will tell you more about it. See, it's like something that I had been looking for. I got this organization registered with government of Delhi, and I'm running it efficiently, firstly for the underprivileged sections of the society,
Okay. Okay.
and then regarding the poets, means the fraternity, writing fraternity. I call it writing fraternity more rather than poets or writers. So, for the upliftment of this writing fraternity, UGHALF, its abbreviation, United Global Humane and Literary Peace Foundation. We stand for everyone, for every writer, every poet, and we try to give them place. We try to give them place in every in our magazine. Apart from this, we do plan.
Sir, I think we lost you again. So can you hear me? I think we lost you again. So, Yogesh, can you confirm if he's there? If you can hear him? Yes, I'm unable to hear him. Hello, sir. He'll be back. He'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back. I think since it's raining, we have really very bad net connection here. So definitely he'll come back. So until then, as Sir said, Dr. Samir Goel said, writing should be your passion, and it shouldn't be out of any other motive of getting rewards. Or, yes, you definitely need rewards or recognition. Definitely, you need some appreciation, but not keeping that as a prime in your mind, or as a priority in your mind. I think sir is here. Yes, sir. I think. Minute. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. We lost you in between. Yes.
in, in fact, you didn't lose me. It was the internet
Yeah.
connection that got lost. So, just as I was telling you, UGHAL conducts workshops from time to time, creating awareness among society,
Okay.
or to provide food or clothes to the people who really need it during winters, or like just as now rainy season is approaching, we might be providing them with some rain suits and umbrellas. Apart from this apart from this we plan for writers in particular, that means the writing fraternity. we plan to have just as I told you, a publishing house which will function on no profit, no loss basis. And already we have our own web magazine. Up,
So you there? Again, he has a net connection. Sir? Okay. Gitanjali ma'am, yes, you said, yes, of course, I do agree that he's a gem by Arjun sir because I call him sir. So, yes, very true. Poetry is a matter of feeling and not word piling. Very true. It's true. Some people they just write poems just with a lot of complicated words with less meaningful. So I can say that. Which maybe an ordinary person when he reads, he should be anything what we write instead of focusing on some words. I feel that you should focus on how simple you can make it so that a common person when he reads he can connect his emotions, his what do I say, his emotions, his experiences, he can connect with that particular poem. That's what I believe because uh, yes, and everyone is so dedicated. Yeah, true, true, very true. Gitanjali ma'am, true. So when I also read some poems which has complicated words, sometimes I'll have to go through the dictionary. Like, what is it? Uh, okay, so friends, we are just waiting for Sir to join. I think he's again here. I'm just going to add
yeah,
him
I
to
am
the
here.
stream. Yes. In between, I was trying to tell that what you meant, and I was just
Yeah,
keeping
the
the
connection
audience
gets lost.
busy.
The connection, yeah, the connection
Yes.
gets lost every time. Actually, see,
Yes.
because it's a it's a common problem. Whichever network you
And
use,
now I think it's
it's
raining
always
as well. So,
yeah. All right. So the thing is, Veena, for writers in particular, we do plan to have our own publishing house that will function on non-profit basis, so that everyone gets a privilege
yes.
to be published at no extra cost. Means we shall be charging whatever charges will incur in publishing that book, and everything is going to be very transparent. As just as I am like an open book, means I call myself an open book. Anyone can come and read. So it's like life has brought about many changes in the way I look at the things. Someone who used to be a man with a fierce temperament now turns out to be one of the most sublime ones. Yes, I've crushed all my anger beneath my shoe. So it's important for us to be calm and patient when it comes to dealing with things. And it's life, actually. It's life.
Yes.
And life teaches us a lot. And this is what I exhibit in my poetry, my experiences, my emotions, and how I feel about the things. Because a poet's imagination can go anywhere, can reach anywhere, from the
So I was
stars.
just telling when your internet connection was like you were glitching. So I was just telling
Yeah,
our audience like some people they just pile up with some vocabulary words. Sometimes when I read those, I really don't understand whether I have to focus on those words or sometimes I have to literally open the dictionary and see what exactly it is because and that I think we should make our writing so simple so even a common man can relate their emotions with with those words. So that's what I was telling. Like,
Yes, yes, it is important, Veena. It is very important to connect to the hearts,
Yes, true.
because poetry is an emotion that comes straight from the heart, and it must
Exactly.
reach the hearts.
Exactly.
And
True.
I have seen many a people using high verbose, using complicated words deliberately. Means once in a while it's fine.
True.
Once in a while using something typical is fine, but not always. Because if there is a word in the entire, one or two words in the entire poem, the people can really figure out the context even without opening the
True.
dictionary. but
Exactly.
but
True.
in case every line contains one or two complicated words, it doesn't prove anybody an intellectual. I don't,
Exactly.
means they are not poets. Then they are not poets.
Yes.
I don't call them poets actually. See, it's not poetry. You are trying to exhibit your means proficiency in language. Means anybody can open the thesaurus and start writing. So it's
I
not
know.
that. Because because see, poetry has
When
to
a poet
be
is someone who
straight from
can
the heart.
touch somebody's heart with his words, so that's what I think.
Yeah,
It's with in a common, very simple words we can put it across.
it's for all to understand it and understand this thing.
Yes.
Means if we look at the poets, William Wordsworth, how simple had been his words. I love his poetry. Means he used to touch the heart.
Yes.
And see that this is poetry. This is not means if a person thinks writing five or seven high voltage words and then expecting people to open the dictionary, means nobody has the time, Vina.
Time.
In this
Yes.
fast
Yes.
moving world, in this fast moving
I
world,
sometimes I
you
really
have
don't understand. Are they running English coaching school, or are they really writing a poem? So it's that
exactly.
way.
Yeah, it's either you write poetry or you learn English first. Means
Yeah.
learn the vocabulary. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's that. And means why make others feel miserable? Because this is how people try to prove their superiority, and this is not
Yes.
what I feel is good.
True.
I don't appreciate it at all. I
Yogesh is
have a few.
asking some, I think Yogesh is a naughty question. Okay, fine. I'll put it across to sir. Yogesh is asking, who is your favorite poet in our group by?
Honestly, if I say, in our group, I love Sonia Sethi's works, and I really feel sorry that we missed her. We
Yes.
lost her.
Sir,
In fact, but
okay.
she will always remain in our hearts.
Yes.
But when it comes to choose, I love Gigi Mejri from Tunisia. Her poetry really touches my heart. She writes simple poetry, and I call her Didi, elder sister, as you may call Akka.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
friends.
yeah,
Yeah, friends. Today is a very special day for Sami sir. So you're giving a tribute to one of our Renaissance member. It's Sonia Sethi, ma'am, in the form of releasing your magazine. You have already spoken about that magazine, but if you could tell more
yeah,
about our Sonia ma'am, like what kind of a person, and today it was really a good day to have this meeting as well, as this session as well. So
yeah. See, I remember on 15th of April when I started restructuring my words a renaissance. I had three people with me: Sonia Sethi, Tanu Varmani Kapoor, and Kenny K from Kenya. And these people stood with me like pillars in restructuring renaissance. Means I owe everything to all these three people. And I really I have no words when I say how sad I am on losing Sonia Behan. I called her sister. She was like a younger sister. We used to speak less, but whenever we spoke at length about the things, about our personal lives, about the problems we are facing in our lives. We discussed everything, and she was such a beautiful soul. And today today was her Rasam Pagri. We lost her on 7th. Today was her Rasam Pagri, and I decided to publish this tribute issue of United Global Renaissance on this day itself on purpose. I did it deliberately because it is a tribute from a brother to a sister. Although this loss can never be filled, this void can never be filled,
Yes.
but but she'll always remain with us, remain in our hearts. As a person, she had been a great soul and who I feel really affinity to. Means not not everyone comes that close to heart, if you may
Yes.
believe it.
True, true,
Yeah,
sir.
and but she was the one who really she was the one who really touched my heart.
It's a great tribute actually for her. I think any writer will not have a great honor like this to have one magazine which is in her name.
Yeah. So nee, but we also plan there is one more thing that we plan actually. I have asked one or two of my admins who have been very close to Sonia to pick her all her works, and I shall be compiling them in a book, and whenever my publishing house starts it will be published and it will be launched by her daughter.
Very nice, very
this
nice,
is
very thoughtful.
this is
Yeah.
this is this is this is what I feel like feel for her, and this is what I need to do as an elder brother, although I was only 8 months elder to her.
Okay. You are writing under pen name of I am Musafir, and I have written around
Yeah.
11,000 poems in English and in Hindi. Like in merely 4 years, like in 4 years, how can a person write 11,000? So, like I was wondering, like how much do you write in a day, and how many books you
uh,
have published?
Veena, Veena, there was a time when I used to write 15 to 20 poems a day. There
Oh,
was a time. Yeah, and although it has come down now, it has come down to a greater extent. I nowadays I write 3 to 4 poems a day, but I have been writing means like 15, 20 poems in a day, in a daytime.
our friends
Yes,
are just saying few words. I'll just sorry to interrupt you, sir. Rama Shaveen, she's saying
yeah,
appreciate feeling, and Yogesh, that's very noble by. Sorry, friends, I'm
yeah.
reading out this one because sir would not be able to see this these messages, so I'll have to read it to them, to him. And please keep commenting so that I can tell him during this session. Yes, sir.
Pardon me?
Yes, you were saying like you were writing 15 to 20 poems in a day.
Yeah, yeah. I have been writing 15 to 20 poems a day because see the thing is it all depends on the emotions that a person perceives. And there was a time, Veena, when I used to be going for my class and I had to park my car aside because a thought cropped up, picked up my mobile, and then
Wow.
wrote something, and then continued on for my class. This is how what I have been doing actually. This is what I used to do, and Nowadays, it's not that much actually. It's not that much. I am not able to give that much time owing to my this work, my this Renaissance work. I am not able to give that much time. But I really feel whenever I feel like means I used to wake up till 4 in the morning, and most of the time I write. So 3 to 4 poems in a day is what I feel is right for me.
Okay, sir. Some of our friends they want you to recite one poem in dedication to Sonia ma'am. So, do you have something to dedicate for her
Yes,
this evening?
yes, I do have a poem, and I'm surely going to recite it for Sonia because she deserves every bit of it. Veena, I tell you, she deserves every bit
In
of
fact, even
it.
I have read her poems. Very simple and very touching as well. A couple of poems I have read in the group.
Yeah, just a second. Give
Yes,
me a moment. Yeah, and I'll have to take it out from my mobile.
which is. So, Gitanjali Kapoor, she has asked for the poem and a couple of them as well. And yes, Namrata Pandit, definitely he's going to recite few poems this evening. So, as promised by him. So, we are just
Yeah, just a
waiting.
second. Yeah, 1 minute. Give me just a sec. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Yes. So, have you published any books, sir? In your
Yes, I have published one book, Ginger Hughes Dripping Honey, and that is about the sufferings we have in our lives and the aspirations we all keep from our life, means the hopes that breathe within us. So it's a beautiful book, and now I'll recite the poem for Sonia. It's my tribute, you can say. How big, how big is this loss? If I see at my level own, how big is this loss? If I see at my level own, an year or more, each other we had known. You stood with me like a pillar of strength, nurtured Renaissance with love no length. A respect and love like true blood siblings, a respect and love like true blood siblings. We gelled like two, we gelled like two pods a pea brings. Though to me, though to me you were 8 months younger, you displayed maturity beyond every measure. We discussed everything, though we spoke seldom. We discussed everything, though we spoke seldom, from issues with priority to problems random. From issues with priority to problems random, a gem of a person you always had been. A gem of a person you always had been. I find I see you as a star in the sky. I see you as a star in the sky, guiding us with its sheen. I found in you a sister I didn't have in my real life. We are only two brothers, no real sister. I found in you a sister I didn't have in my real life. This loss so unbearable, pushing me into strife. How big is this loss? If I look at the family, your own beloved ones, shattered they must be, missing all those moments. A husband who stood at all times, smooth or tough, would find it hard without you, facing all those roughs. A daughter who you loved like a true princess, would who would she look to? Who would she look to in her times of distress? A son for whom You had always been concerned, a son for whom you had always been concerned. How would he cope up with turmoils if you not return? Her loss is so big, actually. Means it's unbearable at times. How big is this loss? If I look at this literary world that lacks true talent, your verses will be missed. How big is this lament? Those feelings that you waved into poetic bliss, those feelings that you weaved into poetic bliss, ah, how would all, how would we all cope up with this loss so amiss? You had been a beacon, you had been a beacon, a true inspiration for all. You had been a beacon, a true inspiration for all. Who will save this poetic world from this abysmal fall? Who will save this poetic world from this abysmal fall? This literary world is not going to stabilize soon. This literary world isn't going to stabilize soon. It will take aeons to come to terms. It will take it will take aeons to come to terms out of soon. How big is this loss? Now my question to the God. I have questioned God actually. Oh God, what was the need to call her so early? Oh God, what was the need to call her so early? You are being partial, we can see it clearly. You are being partial, we can see it clearly. I know that there is dearth of good people there. I know there is dearth of good people there. You are the master. Then why such an injustice here? You are the master. Then why such an injustice here? Since what's done is never going to be reversed. I come on my knees, strength unto us be disbursed. To bear this loss, we all need strength of the God. It's an unbearable loss. A plea I make today on this bewildered word's behalf, let her be a star upon us, not just let her remain etched on epitaph.
That's truly.
Actually, I'm quite an emotional kind of man, and I was totally overwhelmed. Means whenever I read this poem of mine, means my eyes moisten and I really kind of lose myself. She was a great soul. This is all I can say. Yeah.
Okay. Over to next question. Uh,
Yes, please.
okay. Everyone gets one first kick to write. What was your first kick or incident that made writing as your crazy passion?
See, if I say poetry runs in my blood, I owe it all to my father. He is a profound and prolific Urdu shair. He does Urdu shairi, and he is my idol as well. And I owe it all to him. And it was like when I used to read his words while I was quite young, say 18 or 20 years old. I started writing since then. There wasn't any kick. But then I grew occupied with the responsibilities this life has had brought, means with my family and all the responsibilities. And it was until last 4 years that I started again. And I call it a door opened by the God for me because I had undergone severe depression 4 years earlier
Yes.
because of some financial losses. And then it was God who guided me, who opened this door for me because he knew that I had it in me, and and he he rendered his grace upon me. So it's like I Didn't
I think
need
our
any kick.
sessions, sir, I think our sessions are not happening, or we have to just go out
Pardon?
of we have to rejoin, I believe, because okay, no, only few people are. Can anyone confirm that it's happening? Sessions are going on. We are live.
Suddenly?
No, some are writing that session is has stopped. So okay, it's fine now. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, it's
sir,
fine.
it's on. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I didn't need any kick of any sort. I'm a born writer, inborn writer, and writing means words flow in my blood. My words are my life. This is all I
Okay.
can tell. And I am an eternal traveler. That's why I have named myself as I am Musafir. Musafir is an Urdu word that means traveler. And
I
I
think most of
feel
the
that
poets they travel a lot because they like traveling and seeing.
yeah, yeah, we undertake journeys like anything from the bottom of the heart till the depth of the other hearts.
Okay, sir, we are going through very tough and unexpected time of our life. Like there's a pandemic.
Yeah,
We're going through. People
exactly.
people are losing their dear and near ones, and everybody, like all their mental well-being is at stake. So, how do you think engaging themselves in activities like writing or following their other passions would help them?
Yes. In fact, involving, you see, this is a lockdown period in particular in the entire country right now. And
Yes,
it's like when a person cannot go out, he or she must pursue some activity, some art form, be it painting or poetry or writing something, so as to vent out the emotions. Because if we keep on accumulating everything in us, it's not going to do any good to us.
it's going to harm us. In fact,
Yeah, because see, it's a kind of vent that to let out our emotions, and one must pursue activities, means performing arts, means even dance or singing. It's also a good
yes,
uh, yeah, it's also a good thing, good form of art. And the ones who are poets, the ones who are writers, the ones who are painters must pursue their hobbies, means make it your passion. Whatever you do, you need to be good at, you need to be best at. This is what
true,
I
true.
feel like. Yeah.
Okay, friends, here what Samir sir is saying is like any. It's not only this pandemic or any situation in your life or anything. Just follow your passion. Maybe it can be anything, any hobbies, writing, or just it will keep you engaged. It will help you to come out of that trauma. It will give you a better feeling rather than just involving in yourself in your own problems. So just follow your passion along with your career. Career keeps going, so let passion also follow along with that. So for information, even I started actually writing during this COVID. So when this lockdown started, I didn't know, like I wanted to always write, but I never had a time or never happened. So there's a right time when I started writing, and then yeah, that's going on now. So that's how it is. Sir, one what do I say? One question. I have always seen your picture in which you're always serious, like without smile. So, do you like to be always serious, or? So, I think this
uh
must
you
be
know
most of them who wants to ask you, because all the pictures are very serious.
actu- Actually it's quite involuntary, means it's not intentional actually. that I don't want to smile or anything like that. It just comes the way it comes. This is all I can say. It means I don't because I'm a kind of man who can't pretend to be like means who can't pretend to be what I am not actually. That serious kind of guy, means no nonsense kind, you can say. Means once in a while I smile. It's not that, and I laugh too, just as I am right now. Yeah. So the
Okay.
thing is, but the normal course thing is simple demeanor, a simple lifestyle. I call myself a humble servant of God, trying to render His ordains in my life. This is all I can say about myself.
Yeah. And very few people know me in this group. I believe even I am part of your family. I think very few people know about that, and I'm really honored to be like thank you, sir, for giving all the opportunity. And I just wanted to thank you in this session. In fact, last time for making me part of your magazine and giving me that opportunity. Yes, I have grown a lot in your being in your group, so thanks a lot. So
You're
now
welcome,
this
Lina.
okay. Now this is the second round of interview, and this is going to be one word answer. So I'm going to ask you some questions wherein you'll have to answer in one word. So
All right.
okay, but I don't have any hampers to give you. Yeah, or no, I don't even have certificates also.
All right. All right.
Okay.
No issue.
Okay. Morning first thing you want to see mobile or bed tea?
Morning, first time I pray.
Is it Betty or none of them?
I pray first. I pray
Pray
first.
first. Yes, yes. But what do you want to
Yeah.
see? See, is it mobile or Betty?
Mobile is secondary. Battery.
Betty. Okay. What is that you don't mind giving up for your partner?
Pardon me?
What is that you don't mind giving up for your partner? Maybe a few things which you don't mind giving up. Okay, fine, leave it. Okay. For your partner, life partner, your wife, of course.
I don't give up. I don't give up. I
Some
never
things at
give up,
least.
rather. Means see, I tell you one thing now. A lion lives, a lion dies, a lion too. This is my favorite tagline. I never give up.
Okay, what about your two boys?
Two,
Your two boys, your son, two kids. You don't give up for them? Some things, at least maybe like remote or something like something, TV
a
remote,
remote I would
silly
easily
thing.
remote I will easily give up.
Yeah.
Because not really means like a television kind.
Okay. How do you describe writing in one word? In
Catharsis.
one word. Pardon?
Catharsis.
Classes.
Catharsis.
Yeah, classes. So, next question. Okay, one Indian writer and one international writer who inspires you the most.
Gitanjali Kapoor from India. Gigi Majri from Tunisia.
Geetanjali Kapoor, your sir has taken your name. Oh my gosh, she was complaining here. Why don't you like my poems? She was on and on writing here. So you can read all your comments later. So Geetanjali, ma'am, here he has taken your name. Okay. And one childhood game you miss the most.
Pardon me?
One childhood game you miss the most.
Playing cricket.
So, which is the first poem you have written, and at what age?
It was means it's not recorded. I even if I had written it, it's lost now. It's like that.
Uh,
Means, but I have a diary when my daughters after my daughters were born and I had restarted writing around 25 years earlier. I remember writing the Hindi poems at that time, and four or five of them I wrote all together. And this is what I remember of it. There means whatever first you are talking about is in Hindi.
okay. Okay. If
Yeah,
you rewind your life, what stage of your life would you prefer to live? Live again. Is it your
I'm
childhood
happy
or
being.
your
I,
now
I
present?
I'm happy living this age. I'm happy living this age.
Okay. Good one. Okay. Since you're a writer, every writer has their soft, loving nature. What is your soft nature?
Pardon me. Pardon me. Please repeat.
Okay. Since you're a writer, every writer has their soft, loving, loving nature. They are very soft nature. So, what
Yeah,
is your soft nature?
my soft nature.
Yeah.
As everyone can see, I am very humble and down to earth towards all. And this is a gift this poetry has given me. Poetry has transformed me a lot
Changed you,
as a
transformed you.
true, yes, it has transformed me as a true human being to make me more selfless than being self centered.
Yeah. Okay. How do you treat your wife as a lover, a friend, or a partner?
If I talk
What, how
about
do
my
you
wife, she, yeah, I'm replying to it. If I talk about my wife, she has been a pillar of strength in my life. We have been married for last 28 years and we have had two tough phases in our life. And if she had not been standing with me, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be alive even. She is my pillar of strength.
it's true, very true. Every partner for that matter, I think they have to they support each other. Every situation.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah, it's very important for being a man and a woman to be two equal parts of life, means to be two wheels of a vehicle,
True.
and they need to be balanced so that the life runs smoothly.
And the last question comes when someone says you're handsome. What do you say then? What would be your reaction?
How can someone be smart or handsome having a bald pate?
Why not?
Yeah, see, it's like then I would take it as a compliment and tell them thank you very much. I have inherited it from my father. My father is even more handsome than I am. If you look at my father, just looks as if he's my elder brother.
uh,
And yeah, I have inherited the looks from my father.
So, since okay, this was the last question for a one-word answer. So, I just missed out. It was just popping out in my mind. So, I just want to ask you: have you written any sensitive real-life story that have really touched you?
Yes, I have written two stories. I write prose as well, and I have written two stories. And what I feel is those both the stories are very close to my heart, very close to my heart. Means they are not, although they are fiction, yet I have put in emotions into my words so that they breathe emotions. Every word breathes emotions, and that's what makes those stories alive.
Okay, sir. Here we end all the questions. Do you have to say something to our friends who wants to follow their passion or writing or any other passion for that matter? Do you have some words
All
who
right.
are so busy involved in their day-to-day activities or day-to-day their career? They focus more on career and actually they fail to live their life. I feel they fail to live their life. They forget to smile, and they just go on with their normal routines. What do you have to tell them?
Friends, as we all know, this life is not a bed of roses, but it is not thorns always. One must keep hope alive in the hearts and a very strong faith, because I'm a firm believer in God. Because God only sends us tests. The difficulties that we face in our lives are like tests sent by the God that we have to pass out with flying colors.
It's true.
And to keep a positive frame of mind, that's more important. Be in company of people who bring happiness to you rather than making you cry all the time. Avoid company of the negative people. They'll only bring negativity into your life, and that's not going to do anything good to you and will only distract you from happiness, from being happy. So, to stay happy in life, be involved in whatever you are doing, whatever profession you are into, and to pursue some creative work, creative art, if you are capable of doing it. And then you'll see how things change up. Maybe this passion is going to be your profession, your next profession.
Exactly.
So it's this is my advice to everyone, and I really feel, more, moreover, I would like to tell everyone one thing, and that is like, you can call it a guru mantra: be selfless, be compassionate, love everyone irrespective of caste, color, or creed. Even the social strata doesn't matter, and help everyone with your best possible capacity, best possible capability. This is all I have to tell everyone who's here watching us. And I'm really thankful to everyone who has been here, patient, watching us live, watching me speak non-stop. Although I don't speak much, Vina. I don't speak much.
I think
And
that credit goes to me
today,
for making you to talk, for making you
yes,
speak.
yes, yes, Vina.
And
Credit goes to
smile
you
also. So,
because,
friends, at last, whoever has not seen Dr. Samir sir, in fact, who did not see him smile, I made him smile today. So, the credit goes to me. So, please write in a comment box. Yes. Yes, sir, you have to say something.
it's
Okay.
the
So, friends, we
on
had a lovely session with Sir, and he has told so many things about our passion, our hobbies. Follow your passion and be truthful to your work and to your passion, and especially to those people who are into writing. So I think writing anything for that, even one line or also, that should come from your heart. So if all of us are writers, so but then the real writer, the tag what you carry as a writer or a poet, so that's a special title what you carry along with you. So please do justice for that by writing from your heart, and don't, as sir said, I think we shouldn't run behind the recognition or rewards. Yes, when you're good, if people like your rewards, I mean your poems or your stories, definitely you will be followed with a lot of rewards and recognitions. And this is what sir has to say, and I totally agree with you, sir. This was really truly a very good session, a very different but a good session. And as usual, Spark Talk with Veena, who believes in follow your passion along with your career, and all the best for your missions, sir. Definitely, you will get
Thank you.
success, and people who are really into writing, who really truly they are following their passion, will definitely support you. And wish you all the best. And from my side and from all the
Thank you.
viewers, thank you so much.
Wish you all
And
the best. Wish you all
thank
the
you,
best as well, Vida. Wish you all the
thank you,
very best. And
thank you,
you see, it's very important. It's a good job. It's a noble job, rather. I would say that you are doing in bringing about people who really need be brought up. People should get to hear such stuff so that they also get encouraged in life. Means to increase positivity in life, and that's important for us all. Thank you so much, Veena. Thank you
thank you,
everyone for watching, for being patient listening to me. Thank you.
thank you so much. See you next week with the new guest with new inspiration. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.